Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are welcoming a new speaker on this lectern, on this stage, on this podium. And this speaker will be talking about the role of finance in innovation. Join me in welcoming our strategic partner representative, Ms. Pamela Attebery, the Regional Head of Innovation at HSBC. Put your hands together for her.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Like all great startups, HSBC was founded to meet a very specific need in a market. The founder was Thomas Sutherland, who he himself had never owned a bank account, but yet he saw a need in the shipping industry in which he worked, where merchants in Hong Kong and Shanghai needed to finance their shipments from Asia to Europe as trade was expanding. Like many of the startups who are here today, he went out and raised capital with some of his prospective clients. And the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation was born. The year was 1865. It wasn't without its share of challenges, though, as in the next year, 6 of the 11 foreign banks in Hong Kong collapsed due to an economic crisis. But HSBC persevered. And over the next 150 years, HSBC would continue to persevere through wars and revolutions, economic crisis, and periods of growth, through innovating and adapting to the needs of its customers and their financial needs. Through massive changes in transportation and technology, while the bank's operations may have changed over time, the core purpose of the bank has remained the same: connecting customers to opportunities, helping communities to thrive, and economies to prosper. But what does the future hold for banks? And how will the trends in technology and society shape the future of banking? Throughout the bank's history, there have been significant advancements in technology, from manual bookkeeping to the development of printing machines, ATMs, modern computing systems, and telecommunications networks. As we look into the future, technologies such as robotics, cloud computing, and augmented reality will change the way we live and work. In fact, HSBC already has integrated robots into our operations, screening payments to reduce financial crime, and increasing human productivity by 30%. As these technologies continue to develop, it is our responsibility to upskill our 250 colleagues around the world and the communities in which we live and work, to upskill them for the future and create the leaders of tomorrow and the innovators. In the world of transportation, advancements in shipping and railways have increased globalization, realizing Thomas Sutherland's dream back in 1865. Right here in the UAE, HSBC helped to raise funds to develop the Dubai Creek in the 1950s, transforming trade in the Middle East. And fast forward to last year, HSBC collaborated with one of our top corporate customers to use blockchain technology to transform trade and send a shipment from Hong Kong to Dubai 40% faster, and also providing transparency across the entire supply chain. As we look to the future, advancements in autonomous vehicles, IoT, 5G, and 3D printing will change trade forever. But what is our role in that? Having sustainable supply chains and reducing the environmental impact is core to our strategy, and we have a vested interest in looking into these types of technologies and making them more sustainable. Speaking of globalization, Crowdfunding, venture capital, and seed capital reached an all-time high in 2019, and it's anticipated to reach $300 billion by 2025. HSBC has invested $200 million in financial services startups since 2014, and we enable those entrepreneurs to grow and scale across our markets. Right here in the UAE, we support the DIFC FinTech Hive and partner with entrepreneurs to create a better financial system for the future. As the next generation of investors come of age financially, they will be able to use their purchasing power using democratization of wealth and investing to have a greater influence on social purpose. As an example, green bonds have increased tremendously in the market in the last few years. In the first 9 months of 2019, more than $180 billion in green bonds have been issued, showing the importance of supporting environmental causes. And in 2018, the first blue bond was issued in the Seychelles to be used for projects supporting the responsible use of marine resources. At HSBC, we aim to minimize the impact on our community, on the environment, and help the transition to a low-carbon economy. We focus on 3 different areas. The first one is future skills. How do we prepare our colleagues and our communities for the changing world of work and life, integrating humans and machines into the future? The second one is sustainable networks and entrepreneurship. Enabling global supply chains that protect the environment and human rights while helping new businesses emerge and grow. And this is really important in the UAE, as 94% of the registered companies here are small businesses. We have a responsibility to help them grow and scale. And lastly, sustainable finance, playing a leading role in the transition to a low-carbon economy. In fact, in the last 3 years, HSBC has invested over $36 billion in sustainable financing and investment. Through these initiatives, HSBC stays strong to our sustainability mission and the core purpose of the bank, helping communities to thrive and helping economies to prosper, connecting our customers to opportunities. To all of the startups here today, on behalf of HSBC, I wish you the best of luck, and I am so inspired and excited for the future to see what you have to offer and how it will change the world. If you're interested in learning more about how to bank with HSBC, or what are the financial capabilities that you need for the future, please join my colleague's session tomorrow morning at 10:30. Thank you very much.